Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm going to show you how to make FUNORI. To make FUNORI you need distilled water and you need dried FUNORI and you need some antiseptic. And you can get these two from leathertoolz.com. I'll put the link in the description box. And for the distilled water, you can get this easily and cheaply in hardware stores. I live in Germany, so it's written in German. It's a distilled water. It's not a fancy stuff. It's just a normal distilled water. It's not a pharmaceutical stuff. The grades are not so important. As long as it's distilled water, it's okay. And if you live in a country or place you cannot source easily distilled water, you can use tap water because we're going to boil it anyways. But for the best result, I recommend distilled water. And I'm going to use only 1 liter from this 5 liter bottle. So I'm going to also use the proportionally to amount to the 1 liter from the FUNORI. And I'm going to show you how. So instruction here says I need to use 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter per 200 milliliter. So I'll just take one piece out and I will measure it based on the background, 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't have to be super precise, okay? Yeah, it's a 2 gram. So if I want to use 1 liter, yeah, they says this is for 200 milliliter, and if I want to use 1 liter, I need to multiply by 5 times. Now, so I need to use 10 gram, okay? So this is 9 gram total. Still 9 gram. Okay. Yeah, that's about 10 gram. It just turned it into 10 gram. Maybe it's a really tricky situation. I'll just use this. Yeah, now it's 10 gram. Okay, so let's use this 10 gram. Yeah, so as instruction here says, I need to put this FUNORI into water. I need to let it soak in the water before I boil. Okay, so I will just follow the instructions. I put 1 liter of distilled water. Okay, so I'll just let it soak like this. Okay, I think the maximum, the amount that you can get is you can just cut down these FUNORIs into small pieces. Oh, it's turning into very soft. It's already becoming very soft. Okay, I'll cut it down with the scissors. Okay, so it's easy to remember. It's a 10 gram per 1 liter. Okay. So if you have a small pieces or crumbles, you can still use them by weight. Okay. Okay, so I cut it down and then I will just time it. Let's just let it soak for 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes has passed and this is what it looks like without boiling it. And then I just turn on the heat now and then I will start to boil now. So I'll show you what it looks like after it's boiling. So 5 minutes in, after it starts to boil, I want to show you the consistency. It's like this, and you have to stir time to time. Just don't let it boil. stirring is always good, and it looks like this. Almost like water still. We need to boil it longer to release the amount of funori that it can release the most. So we'll boil it a little bit more. So we are in 10 minutes now. The consistency is a bit thicker now. I'll show you. A little bit thicker. I just need to boil a little bit longer. I think 20 minutes is enough for this amount. Yeah, 20 minutes should be the maximum, I think. Otherwise we'll lose all of the water, so it will be too thick, and the last result will be too small. So 20 minutes I think is the maximum. Yeah, I will show you 15 minutes and 20 minutes also. Okay, so we are 15 minutes in now. I think the consistency is good enough now. We don't have to boil longer. So the consistency looks now like this. Because it's hot, it has a better flow. So when it's cooled down, it will be a little bit more thicker consistency. And this is just good enough, you know. Just this amount, because if it's too thick, this will have to go seep in through the leather, but if it's too thick, it won't penetrate as much as it should be. So yeah, it's accumulating at the bottom also, so we need to stop here at this moment. Yeah, if we boil more, it will start to burn. Yeah, so 15 minutes for time is 15 minutes. Okay, so we'll turn off the heat now. Then we'll put this aside, and then we need a smaller pot, and we need this kind of mash thing, yeah. And it's not a special one; it's just for the cooking supply. And then I just need to first filter with the still, and then we'll filter with the cloth later when I put it into a jar. So just need to bring this hot, and then just pour it down. Okay, sorry for the noise. I think it's because the bottom was still hot when I put this empty pot in, and then I caused so much shock when I placed this liquid, but it's okay. Yeah, so and we let it cool like this. Maybe cooler place. I push it to other place, and then we cool it like until you can touch it. You know, so cool it completely almost, and then I'll show you the next process. Okay, back to the work table. This pot is already cooled down. Don't put your hot pot onto your work table, especially your cutting mat, because this hot pot can ruin your cutting mat. Yeah, so okay, what you need is a very well cleaned coffee jar. I washed it and I sterilized it with alcohol before, and you need some cloth. This is I bought this from IKEA. It's Tekla. Okay, it's very thin cloth, so you can almost see through it. If you look it into this cloth, you can see the other side. It doesn't If you buy the thick, the good stuff, it'll be too dense. Yeah, so then it'll be harder to penetrate into this jar. So it's better to have a very thin, cheap kind of cloth, or you don't have to buy it. If you have it around the house, and you can also use it. And I also clean this before I do this, and I will just show you how to do it. So you just, with your some kind of stick, this is a cooking utensils, and you just try to put this cloth into coffee jar like this, okay, so that this cloth makes a pocket into this coffee jar, okay. So just make a room a little bit like this, inside like this, like this. Okay, now we are ready. So carefully take your pot and then pour into this. Okay. It has to be cooled down already, because hot liquid can also crack the glass. If you use a special type of glass, you don't have to worry about, but usually coffee jar glass is not that good, strong to sudden change of temperature, and you will just scrape all this good stuff from bottom into the jar like this, okay. Like this. Yep. So you can see from the sideways, you can see that some of the it's already penetrate through, and then now you try to hold it like this, and then pull off very slowly, okay. Squeeze your cloth, like you can twist it also. Oh, this is good. Twist it, so make a ring, and then just twist this pocket. It's not so much than I was expecting, but that's normally the case, because you boil it, the water will evaporate a lot, and it will bolt off into the air a lot. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is the fitted amount from 1 liter of distilled water with a 10 gram of FUNORI. As you can see, there's stuff left, big chunks and other debris here left inside this cloth. And the final part is that we put antiseptic so that it doesn't go bad. I already weighed the jar weight. It was 360 gram, and after I weighed, I put the FUNORI in. That's 791 gram. So Total makes, I made 430 gram of FUNORI. So in order to keep this, doesn't go bad over time because it will take some time to use everything, I need to put this antiseptic. From the instruction here says for the 1 kilogram I need to put 3 or 10 milliliter of this antiseptic into the FUNORI. Now I don't have any small measurement to measure this milliliter, so I will try to estimate the amount by drops. And I think amounts of this is 100 gram bottle, so I think I can just drop a couple more in that will make around 5 milliliters, because yeah, this is 430 gram, and for 1 kilo 10 milliliters, so I should say 500 gram, that makes half, so I'll put 5 milliliter estimate drops, because this is also estimate from 3 to 10. Okay, so I'll just it looks like this, and then 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I put it 7, and then I need to mix it very well, because I'm going to use it in a separate jar like this, small jar. So I will just keep the FUNORI here. Okay, I think it's well mixed now. This is finished product. Yeah? Long process, but it will be definitely worth it. You can come up with your own mixture, and this is the final texture of the nice FUNORI you can make. Thinner than honey. Yeah.